Welcome to Module 2 in our senior seminar course. I hope you enjoyed the material we covered in the first week. We did a couple of important things. First, we did the self-assessment. This is really important. I can't emphasize how important it is. The self-assessment is the initial step in putting together the documents that your employer will receive when you're applying for a career position, the cover letter and the resume. In order to do an effective job on those, you really have to have a solid understanding of what your strengths and weaknesses are, so that you can highlight the strengths and weaknesses in appropriate ways. In other words, if a company is looking for a particular characteristic and that's not your strength, but you see opportunity for you there nonetheless, it's something you would want to recognize in you and make sure that that's not something that you feature, the weakness in your cover letter and in your resume. Anyway, having a solid understanding of what you are about is really vital in producing effective resumes and cover letters. And keep in mind that in most cases, the resume and cover letter are the only thing an employer is going to know about you initially. And employers are looking for opportunities to toss these documents, resumes, right into the trash. They get so many of them, they simply can't spend an hour looking at all of them. So you want to make sure that your strengths, the thing that's going to appeal to them most, are highlighted in both the cover letter and in the resume. And you can't do that if you don't really have a solid understanding of your own characteristics, your strengths and your weaknesses. Second thing we did was start the Just Mercy book, and I think some of you probably could relate to that. He was struggling, not sure initially what he wanted to do for a career. He was fortunate in a sense in running across something about which he had real passion, and that's something for you to think about as well. It's great to be able to earn a good living, but if you're planning on doing something for a long period of time, it's really nice if you're passionate about it. And I think you could see from the beginning of the book that he was very passionate about what he ended up doing, and it's something that we all should all be shooting for. This week we'll follow up more on that book, and you'll learn about some of his initial experiences and cases. You'll see that he was living in financially meager circumstances. At one point he had roommates, of course, and this is after graduating from Harvard Law. We normally think of graduating from a place like Harvard Law as a road to financial riches, but he took another path because that was his passion. And we'll see some of that as we move through the book, going through the course. And again, that's something for you to think about too. You want to be involved in a career endeavor about which you have passion. Back to the cover letter and resume, this week you'll actually get a chance to produce one. And based on the information in the course material, you'll have a chance to demonstrate what you hope are your strengths to a potential employer. And I'll be able to give you feedback on both of those documents so that you can tweak them when it actually comes time for you to apply. And keep in mind that you're generating a kind of generic cover letter and resume. If you're applying for an actual position, you want to make sure that it's adjusted somewhat so that it demonstrates a clear relevance to what they're looking for in the agency or organization that you're going to apply to. Okay, if you have any questions, as always, as we go through the week, don't hesitate to send me an email or give me a call. I check for emails every day of the week, including Sunday, and I'll be happy to do my best to respond to any questions you have. And that'll be the case throughout the entire course. All right, have a great week, and I will see you on our discussion board.